Nature requires a balance. Darkness has light, winter has summer, and apocalypse has serenity. After unveiling Apocalypse, our version of the ultimate hero fighting pistol, we knew we had to follow it up with an equal yet opposite mate. So in 2021, we released Serenity, the yang to Apocalypse's yin. Serenity is everything that Apocalypse is not. Where Apocalypse has a jagged, almost random Damascus pattern on the slide that intersects with those caulking serrations in unusual and sometimes unexpected ways, the Serenity has a different pattern of Damascus steel that is flowing. It's uniform. There's something very, very serene about how the Damascus flows from one end of the slide to another. The caulking serrations are a semicircle if you're looking down from the top, so everything flows from start to finish. Where Apocalypse has that vintage classic finish on it that is almost unpredictable and the pistol looks like it's already been to battle before it's even been shot, Serenity is a perfect matte stainless steel finish, and it comes out of the box looking like it has almost no texture at all. When you look at the grips are 416 stainless, made from the same exact material we make the frame and small parts from. The way it is finished in a bead blast matte, it almost looks like it has no texture, but all the texture in the world.
I think the Serenity's nice in its simple elegance. You know, we have the Damascus slide, and we really have perfected etching Damascus with Cabot with some of our proprietary processes. We actually have a texture and the coarseness of the Damascus while the inside is pristine and we retain 100% of the original performance.
The Serenity came as like a complement to the Apocalypse, right? You know, you've got light and dark both together. And this is just another great example of what we can do with a more stable Damascus that we can get in larger quantities. There are a lot of small details to the Serenity that really add to its elegance, and it's hard to even describe until you pick one up for the first time and hold it. I know that we have a lot of customers that have ordered a variety of different Damascus guns from us, and this always seems to be like it moves quietly up into first place for a lot of these people, and it's really hard to put your finger on exactly why, but it's just a really elegant piece of Damascus that we're able to finish in, you know, a variety of different calibers and sizes and things like that, and still make it fairly customizable for the end user.
As you feel around the trigger and you look inside of the magwell, everything is perfectly finished in that same matte stainless steel all the way down to our sights. The front and rear sights match the finish of the rest of the pistol, making a calm feeling that comes over you when you look at it and admire it. So what we've seen is people that have the Apocalypse immediately want to have a Serenity to add to their collection. The first time I set my eyes on the billet of Serenity, I immediately knew that it was equally as beautiful, but in an entirely opposite way of Apocalypse. And it was the perfect mate. The way it curves, and the awesome thing is when you look at the back side of a Serenity slide, the tight twist that you see there, it is completely different from any of the other patterns that I've ever seen before, and completely worthy to be there next to Apocalypse. The best thing about the billet of steel that we get for Serenity is it's about as consistent as you can get for Damascus steel. The pattern, while it always varies and every single one is a fingerprint, we are very certain every single time we go into that acid bath that it is going to look like a Serenity every single time.
With the Serenity, the main feature of this gun is really the slide. It's the Damascus. Everything's got a sleek, simple, elegant look to it. It all plays well together, you know, from the magwell to the grips to the frame to the slide. And when you get to the slide, your eye immediately goes to that pattern, and it's really a show-stopping piece.
The Serenity was a really refreshing project. You know, we'd been making a lot of Apocalypse for quite a while, and we thought, you know, if we have taken Damascus to the extreme of weathering it, what would it be like to take it to the extreme of refining it on a production method? So that was one where it was kind of the culmination of a few different models. You know, we took elements that we loved from the Apocalypse. We took elements that we loved from the Ladder Deluxe. We had the deep etch on the slide. You know, give it all kinds of relief, and we also had the Icon, which was something that was almost a blank canvas for us over the past few years. It allowed us to do all kinds of riffs. It was just this monolithic stainless steel gun that had a tremendous amount of weight to it, and it was just extremely unique. I mean, right down to the sights, they were stainless steel, so it just stood out. It was a gun that looked like nothing else that we were doing, and we were like, how can we bring all of the elements from those three guns that we love and bring them together into one model that's almost a yin to the Apocalypse yang? The Icon grips are terrific. If you've never held, you know, a completely stainless steel gun with a set of grips on it that weigh nearly 3/4 of a pound, it really changes the experience of shooting that gun. The first time that I shot one with a magwell and Icon grips and a 5-inch slide and 9mm, I just couldn't believe how flat it shot. You know, the slide basically just moves back and forth, and there's no recoil in it. So it's a really satisfying and substantial experience to handle a Serenity at the range. One of the unexpected benefits of doing Damascus on a production scale with things like the Apocalypse and Serenity is the entire team is always involved in building Damascus. So as we move through batches of these, we've done Gun of the Month with Damascus. You know, we've been doing the bedside for years, Apocalypse, Serenity. It's given the gunsmiths an opportunity to work with this stuff on a weekly or monthly basis, and has really allowed them to grow in their skills and understand the principles of working with Damascus, and allowed us to offer more limited editions and given us more confidence as we work with the one-off oak guns and things like that. So everybody's got, you know, their own strengths that they lean into, and everybody has different creative perspectives. So it really is something that is a team effort, and everybody's had some level of influence on nearly every project that we've moved through the build room.
So we're thrilled that our Apocalypse has its Serenity. Our yin has its yang. Thank you for watching this video on the Cabot Serenity. Please go visit our website if you want to see all of the pistols we offer, as well as more content on all of our one-of-a-kinds and limited editions. And make sure to subscribe to our newsletter for regular releases. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified when we release new videos.